at the Constitutional Convention to begin by bowing their heads in prayer. I remind you that we're going to start saying Merry Christmas again. Inscribed on our currency are the words, "In God we trust." But not only has God bestowed on us the gift of freedom, He's also given us the gift of heroes willing to give their lives to defend that freedom. You just stood. In every struggle against evil throughout our history, as America's service members have huddled around campfires and sought refuge in foxholes, they've called on their Creator for support. In World War II, when General George Patton, that was a real general. We got some Pattons today, too. I found them. Mad Dog Mattis, right? And he doesn't like doing a lot of talking, but I want to tell you, ISIS, it's a whole different ballgame, folks. They're going fast. But when Patton ran into a problem that he couldn't solve, he knew what to do. He prayed. Frustrated by rains that were stalling the advance of his Third Army across Europe in early December 1944, horrible weather, Patton asked an Army chaplain to come up with a good prayer for the weather. Patton then had 250,000 copies of that prayer printed and distributed to the soldiers of the Third Army just before the Battle of the Bulge. That was a big one. Did very well there. 500,000 American soldiers fought that pivotal battle of the Second World War. One of those soldiers is here with us tonight. His name is Harry F. Miller. Where's Harry? Where's Harry? Harry, stand up, Harry. Like many of the heroes of his generation, Harry wasn't exactly straightforward about his age when he enlisted in the Army Reserve. Shame on you, Harry. He was just 15, but he told them he was old enough to join. Then he immediately asked for a transfer to active duty. 6 months after he enlisted, Private Miller was on his way to Europe to fight for our country. Right. A couple of months after that, he was in the freezing cold. How cold was it, Harry? Cold. He said really cold. And driving range of Belgium with the 740th Tank Battalion attached to the 82nd Airborne. As the Battle of the Bulge began, Harry got his orders to go find tanks at a weapons storage facility. When he arrived, he says, he and his friends found nothing but tanks. They were all over the place, right? Nothing but tanks. But they didn't let the tanks stop them. Out of what spare parts they could find, and through sheer grit and resolve, they somehow managed to repair 3 of those tanks and get them all set for action and ready to fight. And before long, those 3 tanks were nose to nose with the lead elements of a German SS Panzer division, and that was tough stuff. In a short time, those tanks had knocked out the first 3 tanks of the enemy, and the entire German division retreated. They left. That's good, Harry. That's good, Harry. Harry fought through the battle and the rest of the war, and he went on to serve our armed forces for 22 years, retiring as a senior master sergeant. A lot of guts. Tomorrow, Harry will be 89 tomorrow. 89. So on behalf of this very large group in this beautiful building, Senior Master Sergeant Miller, happy birthday. Thank you for your lifetime of service, and thank you for helping out. Thank you very much, Aaron. To every veteran with us tonight from every branch of the military, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, and Coast Guard, I want you to know that we will always keep our promises to those who have kept us free. Since my very first day in office, we've taken one action after another to make sure that our veterans get the care they so richly deserve. We've published wait times. Those wait times were bad, weren't they? But boy, are they getting better and fast. And we've published them at every VA facility. Delivered same-day mental health services at every VA medical center, nearly doubled. The number of veterans given approvals to see the doctor of their choice. And as I said, just signed brand new legislation. Went through the House, went through the Senate, and I signed it so fast. We didn't want to take